In these problems, we're dealing with translations. And that's what happens when you move something. You slide it along. It can go left or right and up and down. Let's look at this first one. It says, write the component form for the vector. Okay, so that's some fancy language. We'll figure that out in a minute. That shows the translation of the thin-lined figure, that's the one on top here, to its thick-lined image. So this figure on top is sliding down and to the right, it looks like. So how do we figure out how many spaces it's moving to the right and how many spaces it's moving down? Well, my suggestion would be to just pick one point and find the corresponding point on the original figure in the image. I'm going to pick this point right here. And that is point, well, actually, I'm not even going to figure out what the coordinates are. Here's the corresponding point. What I'm going to figure out is what they differ by. So this one is going down, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is 4 down. So minus 4 on the y. And on the x, we went 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that line up? Yes. 4 to the right. So that's a positive 4 because x is positive in this direction and negative in that direction. So x went positive 4, y went negative 4. And that's pretty much all there is to it. When we say the component form of the vector, well, this is the vector. It includes the x and the y change. And then you write it with these pointy brackets. So that would be our answer, 4 comma negative 4. Let's look at one more. This one says, a person on a motorcycle traveled 14 miles north and 4 miles east. The person realized she was lost, so she traveled 14 miles south and 10 miles west. Give the component form for the vector that represents the overall path of the motorcycle. So let me just draw a quick picture of this. So she traveled, let's say she starts here. She goes north 14, and then she goes 4 east. She's lost, so she goes south 14, and then 10 miles west. And the idea is to figure out what is this point. If the starting point is like the origin, 0, 0, what is this point here? Well, you can see after you've drawn the picture that on the north-south, which is the y-axis, she's at the same spot she was before because she went 14 miles north and then 14 miles south. So the y part is going to be 0. So I'll do the y part first here in my component form of the vector. And now the x, well, she went east 4 and then back west 10. So the difference there, this chunk right here would be 6. Well, and that's to the left of the starting point or the origin. So it's really a negative 6 in this vector form. So that would be our answer here, negative 6 comma 0. So that's a little bit of work with translations and the component form for the vector.